Hi everyone, I am going to talk about stunting. Do you guys know what is stunting? Okay, basically stunting is defined as stunted if their height for each is more than 2 standard deviations below the WHO child growth standard median. Usually, it will start at the first 1,000 days of the infant itself until the age of 2. This is caused by poor nutrition, repeated infection, and also inadequate opportunities to play and learn. Okay, by the first infographic above, it shows a bar chart of prevalence stunted of the children under 5 years old. It shows that the rate of stunting is reduced since the year of 2000. Okay, for the next infographic of the world map, globally the prevalence has decreased to 21.9% in 2018. In South Asia, Eastern, Southern Africa, West and Central Africa, stunting affects almost 1 in every 3 children. Okay, lastly, do you guys know why stunting is referred as chronic malnutrition? This is because stunting usually take time to occur, but when it has occurred, it is also irreversible after 2 years old. Recovery is possible if the child environment is improved through nutrition and health interventions, but the improvement needs to happen within the first few years of their life. So that's all. Thank you.
Advantage underweight as the index of measuring malnutrition. Firstly, underweight easily to detect. Being underweight can obviously be seen through physical appearance. For example, thinness is the indicator for those who are lacking for some nutrient. Secondly, it's easy to define underweight. World Health Organization was come up with weight for age Z-score as a malnutrition indicator. Thirdly, a reasonable values for comprehensive studies. Based on WHO Global Database on Body Mass Index in Geneva, Switzerland, about 3 until 5% of a healthy adult population have a BMI lower than 18.5. Next, we move to disadvantage of underweight as an index of measurement. Firstly, underweight is a composite indicator and difficult to interpret. Percentage of children who underweight can reflect either wasting, stunting, or both. Secondly, reliability of weight measurements. Validity depends on accuracy of the weighing instruments and the caretaker's ability to report the correct age of the child. Lastly, does not indicate disease or deficiency. By only referring to the BMI, chronic diseases such as anemia and micronutrient deficiency cannot be detected.
Wasting, also known as acute malnutrition. The World Health Organization (WHO) said that wasting indicates recent and severe weight loss. So why wasting referred to as acute malnutrition? It is because it is a consequence of short-term response to inadequate intake. It has high incidence of infectious disease. Next, as wasting is a short-term health issue, but repeated episodes of it may lead to stunting. Wasting also can be retreated. Therefore, wasting is the highest priority form of malnutrition in humanitarian emergencies. There are two types of acute malnutrition, which are moderate acute malnutrition and severe acute malnutrition. So, to prevent this kind of problem, we need to take some actions such as: first, preventive interventions; second, appropriate treatment of children with severe acute malnutrition; and 3, appropriate treatment of children with moderate acute malnutrition.